Hello everyone, this is again USA Canada Visa Help, and today we will be discussing about how to submit proof of means of financial support, or this is the thing that will be required to show you're financially capable of paying your bills when you will be in Canada. Okay, so this is a major thing, so you have to be able to understand this pretty much precisely. So let us proceed, because you already know that how to do IMI 5257 form. You already know how to do travel history. You also know how to do passport. So you are here, and by this time you have already been able to realize that this is not a rocket science to apply by yourself for Canada Visit Visa. Rather, it is pretty simple and straightforward, and you can do this. This is not a rocket science. Rather, this is at best a boat science, not a rocket science. Okay, so let's proceed. Now you want to realize how much money you need to show to the Canadian visa officer when you apply by online. So how much money you should show in your bank account or your financial supports, so that the visa officer, while he will or she will be able to evaluate your profile, will become positive and issue you the visa. So you have to know the precise amount so that you can arrange that amount for yourself, and also if you want to take some dependents with you, so how much money you need. So this is the requirement for 1 year for express entry. So this is the living expense. So this can give you a gauge or idea about how much money annually somebody needs. If you want to go by yourself, only one like you, so you only need $13,757 per year. But reminded that visitor visa is issued for 10-year multiple, but highest stay is 6 months. So for 6 months, it is understandable that 7,000 Canadian dollars, not US dollars, Canadian dollars should be enough. Okay, so if you have $7,000, that is a pretty good amount, but the higher the better. So if it is 7,000 Canadian dollar, in equivalency in US dollar, it will be like $5,000. So like 5,000, a little higher than 5,000 sometimes, and a little lower than 5,000 US dollars sometimes. So in US dollar, if you want to calculate for yourself, it will be around $5,000. But if you want to take someone with yourself, like if you want to go with your spouse, so two people, in case of two people, there will be for 6 months, this 1 year. So this annual estimate. So for half year or 6 months, you will not be given a stay beyond 6 months in one time. You can come and go to Canada, so you can do this for 10 years. So that is right, but in one stay you cannot go beyond 6 month tenure. So what will be the amount? $9,000 for two people. For three people, you, your spouse, and one child, it will be 10,500 or 10,500, around 10,500 Canadian dollars. So these are Canadian dollars. You just divide this amount by two, and you get the 6 month estimate. Okay, so this is the amount you have to, and also convert it to US dollars so that you can understand how many dollars you need. So for one person, maybe 5,000 US dollars is enough. For two people, 8,500 Canadian dollar mean, or 9,000 Canadian dollar means like 7,000 US dollar, around 7,000 US dollar. For three people, around 8,000 US dollars. So this way you can have a good estimate of how much money you need to show in your bank statements or other forms of proof of funds. Now I will be discussing about what are the types of proof of funds or financial supports you can show in your visa interview. Okay, so I will be showing you that time. Again, this is the Canadian government website. So from here you can have an idea about what kinds of financial statements or financial support related documents you can provide, so that your proof of funds will be uh, appropriately shown or appropriately submitted to the visa officer through IRCC portal. So here is the guideline in their Canadian IRCC website. So you can submit anything like if you have a statement for cash, certified check, bank draft, or money order in an amount large enough to cover reasonable expenses to be incurred during the stay in Canada. So 6 months stay is the highest. So you always do not need that much money. A little lower is also okay. So what happens is if you're going alone, so 5,000 US dollars or 7,000 Canadian dollars will be shown in the forms of cash, certified check, bank drafts, money order, and also statements, verbal or written statements which can be confirmed. Which can be confirmed means verbal statement needs to be confirmed. But for Canada, written statements count big time. Verbal statements, they may not count it very much with more emphasis. So it's better you show something in written, not like in verbal terms. Okay, so and bank statements or deposits, deposit books, applicant's letter and spouse's letter of employment or employment book. So like if your bank provides you a statement, that is good, and also you need to have a letter from your bank. Your bank should give you a letter telling you that you have this much of money in your hand in bank account, and also you have this much of money as loan with the same bank. So this is the letter you should take from your bank that will be giving you the deposit summary and also loan summary in the same statement, and also in the end it will state that you are solvent. Like that is sometimes called solvency certificate by some countries banks, and in some other countries a bank certificate or something like that. So it depends by country to country, bank by bank, but the thing is same. The bank will issue you a letter which will tell that you have this much amount in deposits and this much amount in loans. The lower the loan amount, the better, because the Canadian visa officer will look for how much deposit minus loan, how much excess fund do you have. So if you have $5,000 in deposit and $4,900 in loan, that means you have nothing. So that is one thing you have to understand. You have to show more deposits. So go to the banks where you do the transactions and ask for their letter, and also take the statements, bank statements. And how many months of bank statements? You should take 4 months or higher. Like if you are taking a bank statement today, you go like 4 months before and that date to today's date. This is the statement. Like today is 2nd March 2024. So 2nd November 2023 to 2nd March 2024. This should be the bank statement period. Okay. If you can collect a longer period like 5 months, 6 months statement, that is even better, but at least you have to submit a 4-month statement. Okay, so that is a statement, and also take a letter from your bank. And also if your employer issues you a certificate related to your employment, your salary or salary statement, provident fund statement, or your letter of promotions, letter of increments, letter of appointment, whatever type of appointment related documents you can collect from your employer, that will significantly enhance the financial resource capability of yourself in the eye of Canadian visa officer. So try also to collect that. Okay, and also if you have somebody in Canada who will host you, then you can take a statement that shows the evidence of income of that person, so that he or she also can support you. It will be shown that that host will be able to support you in Canada. But that is a secondary thing. It is better to have fund yourself. If not, then spouse. If not, then father or mother within the first blood of the family. So this is how the priority comes. So you are the top priority. Your fund is the best fund. If you do not have the fund of spouse is also good, but of course that is not as good as your fund. So try to collect all the bank related statements, letter from the bank, and also from the employer for showing your financial capability, so that you can convince the visa officer of Canada that you are sufficiently able to cover all the expenses during your stay in Canada. Okay, so that is how you will make the proof of finance document compact, and it will raise the possibility of your obtaining a visa approval. Okay, so I hope it is helpful for you to understand the proof of fund for Canada, for your visit visa to Canada. So if you have any question, you can ask below the description box. So I will be very much eager and happy to help you. Okay, so see you next time in the next video. Okay, thank you so much. Bye bye.